someday I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to
The holidays are here again, and this season of giving, Verizon's offering 3 lines for the price of 2, which is less than $29 per line per month. So now you can feel a little more generous. Like, if you want to bring your great aunt Stacy onto the plan,
Me?
your roommate Kevin,
Heck yeah.
or your new sister-in-law Teresa. This winter, bring in 3 phones to get 3 lines for the price of 2 on a limited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees.
It's like every third line for free.
What she said. All you have to do is swing by your local Salt Lake City Verizon store. Talk about a holiday miracle. Happy giving and happy saving. From all of us here at Verizon. $35 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months.
Where have you been?
Domestic data roaming of 2G speeds.
Are you downstairs?
Over the last 75 years, over 10,000 chemicals have been introduced to our food supply, yet the EU only allows 300 additives. But at Verizon, we bring our members the highest quality brands and restrict more than 1,000 ingredients found at conventional grocery stores, making the switch as easy with our Total Swap Scanner, which finds better versions of all your favorite pantry, snacking, and home essentials without the added junk, dyes, and fillers. Plus, it's all delivered straight to your door, so when you're looking to shop at a grocery store, actually,
Surprised it ain't snowing. Just raining.
and you'll get 30% off.
Been raining all day.
Free gift.
Hey party animals! Zoo Lights is back at Hogle Zoo for its 18th year of holiday magic. While the animals snooze, the zoo transforms into a sparkling wonderland of brilliant light displays. Stroll through the dazzling holiday scenes, sip hot cocoa, and enjoy gooey s'mores at the bistro. Snap a festive photo and visit Santa. He'll be at Zoo Lights until December 23rd. Zoo Lights is presented by Mountain America Credit Union. For
Hello.
more info, visit hoglezoo.org.
Hamnet?
That's Zoo Lights at Hogle Zoo.
Utah's #1 university for return on investment by Utah Foundation.
Can't say your name.
And recognized by U.S. News and World Report, it's time to take the next
Hello.
step. Visit Weaver.edu today. Weaver State, where your education works as hard as you do.
Don't you turn. Probably killed the name. Rain.
Want to get ahead in life? At Weaver State University, we offer
Everybody's
affordable programs
turning.
designed to help you move up in your career. Whether you're starting a business, marketing, sales,
To Salt Lake City, Utah.
and I looked into astrology and various other things such as predicting the future with fortune telling cards, the tarot, and this then led to a number of paranormal experiences. I got into yoga very early, and actually yoga was, so to say, the main leg I was standing on. And it is through yoga and my yoga practice that I then started unlocking more and more of my spiritual energies. And I was living in Hong Kong for a while, and I met a lot of interesting people. At one point I was even invited on a radio show about crystal healing, etc. And then I began to notice that I could channel energy through my hands. So this is how it all began with the energy healing. And then later on I was doing other works, other types of work, other lines of work. I was also a yoga teacher for many years. And then when I returned to Europe, I did all kind of other jobs, but I always kept my spiritual practices up. And then I gravitated eventually into shamanism and magic. And then shamanism opened a lot more possibilities, because the yoga path I find is very, very good, and it can indeed lead to enlightenment. But sometimes we need to have something down to earth, something that isn't only in the head. And I feel that the connection to nature that shamanism brings is extremely important here. And I'm mostly went into shamanism actually just to fix my own problems, really, with my childhood, etc. And in my studies of shamanism, I then stumbled over the entity topic, which at the beginning didn't seem to be very important to me. I just thought, okay, maybe some people have these things that I didn't take it serious, even though I learned how to extract them. And then over the years that followed, I had some friends who were also into shamanism and practiced things onto each other. And there was one time I was hearing one of my friends who had an experience with a very negative person who spiritually exploited people, and she was so full of those entities. It was just absolutely horrific, and I was hearing her together with another friend. So two of us were doing extractions on that lady for 3 hours straight, and the negativity just didn't stop coming. It kept on rolling in like waves on the sea. And that was really that where I started to take these things more serious. And eventually my website, actually I started it because I wanted to help people with achieving enlightenment, not so much with healing them from entities. And unfortunately the entity topic has absolutely taken over, and I think it's gone a bit too far, and I really would like to now use the experience that I have gained, rather than extracting entities, to help people get to the root causes of these problems so they can help themselves.
Can you tell us about some other things that you help people with? Do you help them
And then I can make the changes as needed, which can be a variety of things. Really, we are all responsible for our own energy bodies. So same as with your physical body, if you don't work out and if you eat a lot of junk food, then eventually you're going to get an overweight and flabby body. And it's the same with the energy body. If you never work out your energy body, and if you're doing things which are genetically bad, then the energy body will get a lot of damage. And then people usually are running to look for a healer. But a healer can fix these things, but it's not going to last forever. It's not going to be a permanent fix, because if we do not know how to maintain it, the energy body is like the blueprint for our physical body. Then you can be sure that your physical body isn't going to be that healthy. So it's really important that people learn how to manage their energy body, which you can do with practices like meditation, pranayama. These are the yoga breathing exercises. They are very, very effective in recharging your spiritual batteries and charging up your energy body with prana, which is the life force. And there are other things, some very, very simple things that make an incredible difference in the energy body, how your aura looks, etc., which are so simple and don't cost us a penny for people, but people are just as, people are late, and they're always looking for a quick fix.
Now, with all the different things that you help people with, what is the most frequent issue that comes up?
It's the entities, and honestly, Peter, I'm at the point that when somebody sends me an email that starts with, I have entities that I I'm like, I want to scream, not again. And I think that this problem also is actually becoming worse. Yeah, it's not just that maybe now people know me better, so I get more people asking about it, but it used to be that when I extracted some entities, people had the odd entity or a couple of small ones, but they weren't. These people were still down to earth people, and they were living their lives more or less normal lives. But nowadays, I find that we're getting a lot more of the people who are losing it with the entities, who actually are some external forces controlling them. So from what I have watched in the last, I'd say 10 years, I say that this problem is getting a lot worse, especially around 2012. I've noticed that there's been a real dip, and it's getting on an incredible scale. Before the people who got affected mostly, I mean, most people have some entities. You may have one or two too, but you're probably not talking to them. But now it's come to a point where really people are losing it, people are going crazy, and these are not people who have dabbled into some kind of occult things, but they are absolutely normal people. They weren't interested in spiritual things, they weren't dabbling in occultism. They were just ordinary people, the ordinary Joe, somebody that you know very well could be affected by that, or their daughter, or their son.
Okay, so you said in the ground that 99% of non-entities. So I want to know, what are people doing that makes this perceived somehow?
The entities cannot get into you if you have a strong aura and if your spiritual vibration is high. And the astral entities are just basically astral parasites, yeah, or astral low-life, whatever you want to call them. They're not highly developed compared with us. We are much higher on the evolutionary scale and on the consciousness scale than these entities. But every parasite needs an environment. You know that if you eat a lot of sugar, you're going to feed the candida. And unfortunately, the lifestyle that many people have makes them prone to entities. And these things are, if you know them, you can really change your lifestyle, you can change yourself, and there isn't any need for any healer to extract anything, because you can eventually drive them all out.
Now, I read that you were talking about it, so I'm going to ask you, are you including children in that percentage?
Definitely, the children have it as well, and not only children, pets can have entities, dogs, cats. I've extracted entities even from a horse before. So they go on to all kind of living things. Let's maybe start with what makes people prone to. You wanted to have a little bit more details, I think, later on, right? So basically, entities like dark energy. That's the first thing you need to know. And dark energy is something that we can produce ourselves, so that we can pick up from places or from other people. It is basically negative spiritual energy. So, for instance, if you go into a funeral, a graveyard, that is a place that has dark energy. You can pick it up. Other places is like the hospital, slaughterhouses, any kind of place where there's been violence, bloodshed. In the hospital, there's a lot of blood flowing where people who are dying, yeah, or the dead are buried. Or probably you could also get at some kind of ancient battlefields where there was loads and loads of people dying or mass slaughter. And then, of course, there are other things that attract the entities.
Welcome to an auto pay plus taxes and fees.
It's like getting a third line for free.
For what she said, all you have to do is swing by your local Salt Lake City Verizon store. Talk about a holiday miracle. Happy giving and happy saving. From all of us here at Verizon. $35 monthly promo credits applied over 36 first remaining lines per unit welcome. Times of congestion, unidentified LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
In DC, it's not always easy to save. But with unlimited welcome from Verizon, saving on your phone bill has never been easier, even if you're on a single line. For a limited time, single lines start at just $50 a month when you bring your own phone, with autopay plus taxes and fees. That's a savings of $15 a month. And when you switch now, you can save on the things you love, like Netflix and Max, all with forward inside your network. Now that savings, all of DC can agree on. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. But this offer won't last long. Visit your local Verizon store to switch and save big today. $120 new Miami promo credit, $360 local promo credit, $506.7 customers with one new line.
For instance, this will sound funny. Negative TV programs, for instance, watching horror movies. You're sitting at home and watching these horror movies, you're creating an atmosphere in your house that is basically the perfect environment for these entities. You are attracting them like a magnet just by playing these horror movies in your house. And if people go on with these practices, there's no point people extracting entities from them because they'll have them back soon enough because the astral is full of them. Other things that will attract entities also are negative emotions. So if somebody is constantly in a state of hatred, for instance, or self-loathing, very negative emotional state, basically, that will attract the entities. And entities like a certain environment in the home, messy places, dark, stale air is the kind of energy that the entities like. Alcohol, drugs, yeah, exactly. That's right, when nothing is circulating. Like some people never open the windows in their house, and when you go in, it's like, oh, what an air is that? That is just the kind of air that entities like. So you want to do the opposite. If your house is clean and tidy, if you air out often, you burn some incense, that isn't an environment the entities like that much, right? Then of course it depends on the emotions and the thoughts that the people living in the house have, or at least in the apartment. Now, if you're living in a block of apartments, you can't do much about how your neighbors living their lives, but you can keep the energy within your own four walls high. These are all considerations that people should really think of. Having entities isn't something that just happened. It shows that something's wrong with your life, with you and your home environment. And to get rid of the entities, you need to fix exactly that. You need to find out what did you do wrong to attract them in the first place, and whatever that was, you cannot go on with that. And the other thing is you then need to control the environment. Because these entities, you can imagine them just floating around in the air around people, and you've walked by them many times, Peter, but you may not have picked any up, because normally our aura is intact and we are not open to them. But if somebody just got drunk and is walking around on the street and is passing by somebody who's full of entities, they can just jump over and they go for a ride. And then when they first get attracted to somebody, they don't go deep into the energy field at first. They stay on the outer aura. But then if you don't do any cleansing and they have the opportunity to go deeper, they will. And they can also grow. So you start off with a small entity, and the small entity then can grow meters and meters and meters long, much bigger than the actual physical body of the person, which is quite surprising. So you can have 20, 50 meter entities in some body, and they can change their size, but the actual entity can be like that large. And the larger entities will also take more life force from the person, which can then make them prone to illnesses, and they will be very tired, which is one of the symptoms of entities. But of course, fatigue alone doesn't necessarily only mean entities, right? There's other reasons, like you didn't have a good lifestyle, you didn't sleep enough, you didn't eat healthy, or you have other health reasons.
So we're talking that particularly not. Okay, so one thing you did talk about in your blog is something called soul loss, and that occurs when someone's grieving. Is that okay? Say someone's grieving, and you said that only a shamanist could help them bring that part of themselves back. And I'm
Not
assuming,
necessarily.
yeah,
Not necessarily. I think this is not quite clear now. You don't necessarily lose a soul part each time you're grieving. Otherwise, everybody who has ever had any grief or lost somebody by death, bereavement, would automatically have a soul loss and then automatically have entities. It isn't quite that simple. To grieve is a natural thing. It's a natural emotion, and it is actually good for us. It's better to let the grief out than to not deal with it and put some fix in. So it's only when the shock was too great and the person just couldn't accept that the other one is gone. This happens a lot with children, for instance. If you have a small child, maybe 6 years old, and now the beloved grandma dies, and this is just too much for the child at this point, then it's possible that a part of the soul of the child leaves or even goes, and soul piece will often not return by on its own.
okay. Now I want to talk in more detail about how you go about removing the entities you put up in your tongue. So, and I know the person doesn't actually have to be right where you are. You can do this from a distance. So, can you tell us how you go about doing that?
So the first thing would be to find the person. So if it's a distance session, you have to find the person on the astral first. You have to find their energy, and every person has a particular vibration. So I usually find them by their name. I don't need a picture. It can help to have one, but it's not necessary. So I need to have their name and their location. That's for me enough of an identifier to be able to find somebody. If I know somebody already, I don't need to know where they are. Doesn't matter at all where they are, because I can just focus on them and I can still find them. So then once I have the person, this is just my personal method, I developed it myself, then I take them to a kind of place of healing, my healing temple I call it, which is a place that I constructed on the astral where I do, and then in I lay them down, and then I'm going to check their energy body, and then I will become aware of what's going on with them, with their aura, with their energy body. Is there dark energy in the aura? Is there damage to the chakras? Are there external entities? The internal entities that are so the external ones, I mean the ones that are hanging in the aura but on the outer bits of the aura. And the really, really deep internal ones are the tricky ones, because they are hidden, so you don't see them immediately. You have to kind of loosen them up first by mantras, sound vibration, etc. And then when they start coming out, then they can be extracted.
Sounds neat. Now, do you send these entities somewhere, and you pull them out? What do you do?
Destroy. There's no point sending them. There's no point sending them somewhere. I do not believe that these things actually have a soul like we do. Even I do believe that animals do have a soul, but I do not think these things have. They are like very, very low consciousness forms. Yeah? I also don't believe that they have always been there. I do think they have been here for very, very long. But I think in the other ages, we had a golden age at some point. At that point, there were no entities in the astral, and that's why people were also healthy and had well-functioning minds. And everything is interconnected. So when people have unhealthy lifestyle, unhealthy thoughts, unhealthy habits, when you do a lot of impure things, they will attract these entities. The more negative the planet gets, the more of these entities there will be. And that's why I have noticed that there is just much more of them now than there used to be a few years ago. The astral is just really getting a lot more crowded with negative things. And I expect that this is going to get worse. So at this point, I feel that it's completely overwhelming extracting the entities, and I do not want to do it anymore. I do not want people to contact me and ask me, can you please extract my entities? I'm at the point where I want to easy quickness. I'm going to help people get rid of them in a different way, and that is by going to the actual causes so they can help themselves.
All right, my special guest tonight is Shakti, and she's telling us about her faith and spiritual guidance that she provides for people all over the world that now have more food and more time.
Want to avoid your cars breaking down this winter? The best thing you can do is stay on top of it. If you find yourself in a long, cold winter, the Hour Services technician service all morning can easily get to you pretty quick. Call in the Hour Services or schedule online at thehourservices.com. If you need a maintenance repair or a second opinion about replacing it, the technicians at the Hour Services can help you keep your home comfortable all winter long. Call in the Hour Services or schedule online at thehourservices.com. And we're helping more homeowners at the Hour Services.
The holidays are here again, and this season of giving, Verizon's offering 3 lines for the price of 2. So now you can feel a little more generous. Like the premium return stays in our Hey, Kevin, yeah, just the cost of basic. This winter, folks to get 3 lines for the price of 2. Welcome to our plus taxes.
It's like getting a third line for free.
What she said, what you have to do is swim like a local Salt Lake City Verizon store. Talk about a happy giving, happy saving. For all of us here at Verizon, $35 monthly phone plan is like 36 months for the lines of the phone. Times of congestion, after 35G, 14 LTE, only store and travel. Less than data roaming, 2G speeds, additional to the phone.
It's easy. It's not always easy to say.
The holidays are here again. This season of giving, Verizon's offering 3 lines for the price of 2, which is less than $29 per line per month. So now you can feel a little more generous. Like Kevin, and yeah, or your new sister-in-law Teresa. This winter, folks to get 3 lines for the price of 2. Welcome to our bank plus taxes.
It's like getting a third line for free.
What she said, all you have to do is swim by your local Salt Lake City Verizon store. Talk about a holiday miracle. Happy giving, happy saving. From all of us here at Verizon. $35 monthly total credit applied over 36 months with premium lines included. Welcome. Times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other travel. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finishing your laundry and successfully matching all your daughter's baby socks together on the first try.
Let's see, panda socks, fire truck socks, cute strawberries on them.
You matched each and every one of those tiny socks. I mean, has this ever happened in the history of laundry? Enjoy the moment.
Carpus, I hate.
Yeah, just like get more.
Yeah. But when you're in the city, it's sucks because all you see is houses. That's why I like Brigham City. So, to
use the water over and over again. So something wrong is controlling them. And then the next thing is, why can they not come in? Was my next thought.
His family.
And then I remember that just 2 days before that, I had an house exercise in Rachel, and I had sealed everything. I had sealed the windows, the doors, the walls, and then I was thinking, yeah, this is really working. This is really, really working. I'm getting rid of these things. They cannot come in because after I started, and then after 3 or 4 minutes, the mission failed. I couldn't do it anymore because then I was already thinking, oh my god, maybe I should reinforce my protection here. But the house so maybe set up some more castings and other things just to make sure that people holding whatever was trying to get in couldn't get in. Scenarios. One scenario are actually just and if somebody is affected by entities to a very high degree, that means they have an inflow energy on themselves and in the environment. And the first thing we need to do is purify the environment, then purify themselves, raise their vibration, raise the vibration of the place. The second scenario that you can have is people are not having a problem with entities, they're having a problem with spirit beings. There is a very wide variety of spirit beings.
Put it up to the sky.
Doesn't necessarily mean dead people. There are various spirit beings. Some of them are also reaching the energy of people that they are higher developed than just entities. For instance, incubi and succubi, these are sexual predators. I've made a podcast on my website which is called Spirit Problems in the Home. Those who are interested can listen to that a little bit, but let me just briefly say, if people experience phenomena such as they wake up in the night and they are paralyzed and they have a sense that something's in the room, or worse, the mattress tips down like somebody is sitting on the mattress or walking over the mattress, then you have a problem with spirit beings.
Give me 1 sec. Alright, gonna leave you here in the car. Yeah, I don't eat McDonald's. That stuff's nasty. Alright, it's gonna be a little quiet. Unless you guys want me to put something on. Here, I'll just put this on.
Magic is going on, but it isn't has you have to do magic, and if you're not getting anywhere, or if
Number Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW.
Anna Kithar. She was strangled and beaten to death with the letters K.
If you want to avoid your furnace breaking down this winter, the best thing you can do is stay on top of your furnace's annual maintenance. If you do find
I'll
yourself
be
with the furnace
back.
blowing cold air, Any Hour Services technicians service all brands, and they can usually get to you pretty quick. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhourservices.com. Whether you need maintenance, repair, or a second opinion about replacing it, the technicians at Any Hour Services can help you keep your home comfortable all winter long. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhourservices.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services. Any Hour Services can help with any size plumbing project around the house. All you have to do is call Any Hour Services or schedule an appointment at anyhourservices.com. Help with plumbing maintenance or plumbing repairs are closer than you think. Call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
Hi, Brad Strong here. While everyone wants a joyful holiday, the truth is holidays can be tough. For many, this season of good cheer also brings loneliness, grief, and stress. If you or someone you know is struggling, you are not alone. A simple gesture of support, whether it's a text, call, or visit, can make all the difference. Reach out to those who might need help and let them know that they matter this season and every day. For resources, visit liveonutah.org. That's liveonutah.org.
Supported by the Strong Auto Group.
Hi there, I'm K-Town, and on this edition of Mysterious Radio. Unexplained radio broadcasts throughout the years. Radio has been a primary medium for communication, entertainment, and the dissemination of vital information. However, some radio broadcasts have left listeners with more questions than answers. These enigmatic transmissions have captivated the public's imagination, giving rise to numerous theories and wild speculation. In this article, we will delve into the unsettling world of unexplained radio broadcasts, exploring some of the most famous instances and their possible origins. Lastly, we will discuss the implications of these broadcasts and why they continue to pique our interest. The UVB-76, the buzzer, one of the most well-known enigmatic radio broadcasts, is the UVB-76, also known as the buzzer. First detected in the late 1970s, this mysterious Russian shortwave radio station emits a repetitive buzzing sound 24 hours a day. Occasionally, the buzz is interrupted by a voice reading out a series of letters and numbers. The purpose of this station remains unknown, with many speculating that it serves as a communication channel for the Russian military or intelligence agencies. Despite the end of the Cold War, the UVB-76 transmissions continue to this day, sparking numerous conspiracy theories. Some suggest that it serves as a dead hand signal, designed to automatically launch a nuclear retaliation should communication with Russian leadership be lost. Others believe that the broadcast serves as a test of radio propagation or even as a means to communicate with extraterrestrial life. Next, the backward music station. The whale song, another eerie radio phenomenon, is the so-called backward music station or whale song. First reported in the 1980s, this strange broadcast consists of a series of high-pitched, distorted sounds reminiscent of whale songs played in reverse. These transmissions have been detected on various shortwave frequencies and have no discernible pattern or schedule. The origin and purpose of the backward music station remain a mystery. Some theories suggest that the noises are a form of coded messages or a byproduct of military communication systems. However, no solid evidence has been found to support these claims, leaving the true nature of the whale song a tantalizing enigma. Next, the Lincolnshire Poacher. The Lincolnshire Poacher was a mysterious shortwave number station that transmitted from the 1970s until 2008. Named after an English folk song, the station would begin each transmission with a few bars of the tune before a synthesized female voice would read out a series of numbers. It is widely believed that the station was operated by the British Secret Intelligence Service, MI6, to communicate with covert agents in foreign countries. Although the Lincolnshire Poachers ceased broadcasting in 2008, its existence continues to fuel speculation about the use of number stations for espionage purposes. With the advent of more secure digital communication methods, the role of number stations in contemporary intelligence operations remains unclear. Next, the Yosemite Sam transmission. One of the more bizarre, unexplained radio broadcasts was the Yosemite Sam transmission, which surfaced in 2004. This transmission consisted of a short burst of data, followed by a looped clip of the cartoon character Yosemite Sam exclaiming, "Varmint, I'm gonna blow you to smithereens." The transmission's origin and purpose remain unknown, though it was traced to a location in the southwestern United States. Some theories suggest that the Yosemite Sam transmission was a prank or an art project, while others believe that it was a test of radio equipment or a coded message. To date, no definitive explanation has been found for this peculiar broadcast. The allure of unexplained radio broadcasts lies in their enigmatic nature and the human fascination with the unknown.
Got something on your mind you need to talk about? Forget texting. Just call up a friend so you can hear a voice. It might be old school, but it helps. This healthy suggestion is brought to you by Regents Blue Cross Blue Shield of Utah. Together we help.
Weber State is ranked Utah's #1 university for return on investment by Utah Foundation. With programs designed for career growth and recognized by U.S. News and World Report, it's time to take the next step. Visit Weber.edu today. Weber State, where your education works as hard as you do.
Big news from Gunnison Valley Hospital. Our brand new MRI wing is now open and ready to serve you. Experience the future of medical imaging with our brand new MRI machine, featuring cutting-edge technology and unique ambient lighting that creates a calming virtual environment to help you feel more comfortable and relaxed during your scan. Schedule your appointment today by calling 435-528-7246. Advanced care, innovative comfort. Only at Gunnison Valley Hospital. Big news from Gunnison Valley Hospital. Our brand new MRI wing is now open and ready to serve you. Experience the future of medical imaging with our brand new MRI machine, featuring cutting-edge technology and unique ambient lighting that creates a calming virtual environment to help you feel more comfortable and relaxed during your scan. Schedule your appointment today by calling 435-528-7246. Advanced care, innovative comfort. Only at Gunnison Valley Hospital.
At Smith's, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And last, one of the most baffling messages came in 1977. This message interrupted TV stations worldwide, all at the same time. The message said, "This is the voice of Rillen, a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command speaking to you. For many years you have seen us as lights in the skies. We speak to you now in peace and wisdom, as we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth. We come to warn you of the destiny of your race and your world, so that you may communicate to your fellow beings the course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world and the beings on our worlds around you. This is in order that you may share in the Great Awakening as the planet passes into the new age of Aquarius. The new age can be a time of great peace and evolution for your race, but only if your rulers are made aware of the evil forces that can overshadow their judgments. Be still now and listen, for your chance may not come again. All your weapons of evil must be removed. The time for conflict is now past, and the race of which you are a part may proceed to the higher stages of its evolution if you show yourselves worthy to do this. You have but a short time to learn to live together in peace and goodwill. Small groups all over the planet are learning this and exist to pass on the light of the dawning new age to you all. You are free to accept or reject their teachings, but only those who learn to live in peace will pass to the higher realms of spiritual evolution. Hear now the voice of Rillen, a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, speaking to you. Be aware also that there are many false prophets and guides operating in your world. They will suck your energy from you, the energy you call money, and will put it to evil ends and give you worthless dross in return. Your inner divine self will protect you from this. You must learn to be sensitive to the voice within that can tell you what is truth and what is confusion, chaos, and untruth. Learn to listen to the voice of truth which is within you, and you will lead yourselves onto the path of evolution. This is our message to our dear friends. We have watched you growing for many years, as you too have watched our lights in your skies. You know now that we are here, and that there are more beings on and around your Earth than your scientists admit. We are deeply concerned about you and your path towards the light, and will do all we can to help you. Have no fear. Seek only to know yourselves and live in harmony with the ways of your planet Earth. We of the Ashtar Galactic Command thank you for your attention. We are now leaving the plane of your existence. May you be blessed by the supreme love and truth of the cosmos. No one has been able to figure out how it's possible to take over every TV station worldwide, all at the same time. This incident is still unexplained. These transmissions captivate our imagination, evoking a sense of mystery and intrigue that extends beyond their cryptic messages. While some of these broadcasts may have seemingly mundane explanations, such as military communications or equipment testing, the lack of definitive answers allows for an endless array of possibilities and speculation. Frightening radio broadcasts like the UVB-76 buzzer and the backward music station serve as reminders that there are still uncharted territories within the realm of communication. In a world where digital technology increasingly dominates our lives, These eerie transmissions harken back to a time when the airwaves were rife with mystery and uncertainty. Moreover, these broadcasts provide a glimpse into the clandestine world of espionage, intelligence operations, and secretive military projects. Number stations like the Lincolnshire Poacher expose the hidden workings of government agencies, reminding us that the world is far more complex than it may initially seem. The Yosemite Sam transmission, while possibly a prank or art project, exemplifies the power of the human desire to create and perpetuate enigma. In conclusion, frightening and unexplained radio broadcasts capture the essence of human curiosity and the innate fascination with the unknown. They serve as a reminder that despite our rapidly advancing technology and interconnected world, there will always be unexplained phenomena that challenge our understanding and perception of reality. As we continue to explore and decipher these mysterious transmissions, we may yet uncover hidden truths about ourselves and the world we inhabit. Until then, these enigmatic broadcasts will certainly continue. To find out more about our guest and all others, please visit our website at mysteriousradio.com. And I want to give special thanks to our co-creator and executive producer, Kim Kyle, who brought this show to you today. And working hard behind the scenes, our team of 4, I want to thank them as well. Follow us on social media and share the show with others that may like the subjects that we cover. I am your host, K-Town, and you're listening to Mysterious Radio.
Big news from Gunnison Valley Hospital. Our brand new MRI wing is now open and ready to serve you. Experience the future of medical imaging with our brand new MRI machine, featuring cutting-edge technology and unique ambient lighting that creates a calming virtual environment to help you feel more comfortable and relaxed during your scan. Schedule your appointment today by calling 435-528-7246. Advanced care, innovative comfort. Only at Gunnison Valley Hospital.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. And now I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun, Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from, with new games released each week. You can play for free, and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
The holidays are here again, and this season of giving, Verizon's offering 3 lines for the price of 2, which is less than $29 per line per month. So now you can feel a little more generous. Like if you want to bring your great aunt Stacy onto the plan.
Me?
Your roommate Kevin.
Heck yeah.
Or your new sister-in-law Teresa.
Woohoo!
This winter, bring in 3 phones to get 3 lines for the price of 2 on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees.
It's like getting a 3rd line for free.
What she said. All you have to do is swing by your local Salt Lake City Verizon store. Talk about a holiday miracle. Happy giving and happy saving. From all of us here at Verizon. $35 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with 3 new lines on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
Big news from Gunnison Valley Hospital. Our brand new MRI wing is now open and ready to serve you. Experience the future of medical imaging with our brand new MRI machine, featuring cutting-edge technology and unique ambient lighting that creates a calming virtual environment to help you feel more comfortable and relaxed during your scan. Schedule your appointment today by calling 435-528-7246. Advanced care, innovative comfort. Only at Gunnison Valley Hospital.
Hey, it is Ryan Seacrest. There's something so thrilling about playing Chumba Casino. Maybe it's the simple reminder that with a little luck, anything is possible. ChumbaCasino.com has hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new game releases each week. Play for free anytime, anywhere, for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The holidays are here again, and this season of giving, Verizon's offering 3 lines for the price of 2, which is less than $29 per line per month. So now you can feel a little more generous. Like if you want to bring your great aunt Stacy onto the plan,
Me?
your roommate Kevin,
Heck yeah.
or your new sister-in-law Teresa.
Woohoo!
This winter, bring in 3 phones to get 3 lines for the price of 2 on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees.
It's like getting a third line for free.
What she said. All you have to do is swing by your local Salt Lake City Verizon store. Talk about a holiday miracle. Happy giving and happy saving. From all of us here at Verizon. $35 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with 3 new lines on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
If you want to avoid your furnace breaking down this winter, the best thing you can do is stay on top of your furnace's annual maintenance. If you do find yourself with a furnace blowing cold air, Any Hour Services technicians service all brands, and they can usually get to you pretty quick. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhourservices.com. Whether you need maintenance, repair, or a second opinion about replacing it, the technicians at Any Hour Services can help you keep your home comfortable all winter long. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhourservices.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services. Any Hour Services can help with any size plumbing project around the house. All you have to do is call Any Hour Services or schedule an appointment at anyhourservices.com. Help with plumbing maintenance or plumbing repairs are closer than you think. Call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com. Any Hour Services can help with any size electrical project around the house. All you have to do is call Any Hour Services or schedule an appointment at anyhourservices.com. Help with electrical projects and repairs are closer than you think. Call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
Statements and opinions by guests of Mysterious Radio are not to be considered as endorsed by sponsors or affiliated networks. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of this podcast without the express written consent of Mysterious Radio is strictly prohibited.
Get ready for a night filled with conspiracies, strange places, the paranormal, UFOs, legends, and myths from around the world. With your hosts, K-Town, on Mysterious Radio.
All right, thank you for joining me tonight on Mysterious Radio. I am your host, K-Town, and I hope you guys have been doing great. So tonight I have special guest Jaap Van Etten, and he's going to be discussing his research into crystal skulls. I know you guys have heard about this. This will not be the last show we do on it. There are many books on the crystal skulls. I thought I would get the doctor on here to talk about his years of research and see if he can give us a good start on where to start looking up this information on our own. But I will get some other people to come on the show and talk about crystal skulls because I am very interested in those. They are mysterious, and I think that they hold some type of power. There's somebody out there that has some really good stories or has conducted some really good research on what these things actually do. So I'm gonna try to get as many people as I can to come on the show in the coming months ahead to come talk about that with us, okay? So if you have any questions for anybody about crystal skulls, you can send those to me, and the next person that I have to come on the show to talk about those, I will definitely put that out there for you, all right? So enough talking. Let's bring out Dr. Jaap Van Etten to talk about the crystal skulls. All right, my special guest tonight is Dr. Jaap Van Etten, and we're going to be discussing his book, Crystal Skulls, Interacting with a Phenomena. His book is available on Amazon.com, and I will have it up on MysteriousRadio.com. Dr. Etten, I want to thank you very much for joining me tonight on Mysterious Radio.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to be part of it. Yeah.
Before we get into your fascinating book on the discovery of these crystal skulls, can you take a moment to tell my listeners a little more about yourself and what it is you do now exactly?
Yes. Well, I have a PhD in biology. It sounds to be far away from a crystal scope, but that is how I started my, some people would call it a career. And I really started it as a scientist. So I was a logic 1 and 1 is 2 guy who did research in Africa and in the Netherlands, where I'm originally from. And that was my passion. Interestingly, I began to doubt many things about science because I saw that people were manipulating data. This is not new. We are quite aware that a lot of the information that we get as so-called science is manipulated. So I had more and more difficulty with it. And on top of that, as a biologist, I realized that he could not even define life force. Now, if he cannot define life force, he actually admits that there are areas where we have no access to, and we call those areas the subtle energies. So after many, many years being in research, teaching at the university in the Netherlands, I came to the point of, I want to go more into education, but I also want to expand my personal research into areas that you can call subtle energies. So subtle energies are immeasurable, but we know them as chakras, the energy centers in our body. We know meridians. We cannot directly measure meridians. We can see whether the flow is strong or not strong, but you cannot say how much life force is flowing through the meridian. But we are not denying it anymore because we do acupuncture and other things. So I started to be more and more open for other things. And that is how I started to work with a Paraguayan medicine man who was sent by his grandmother of his tribe to the Netherlands to begin to teach there. And that expanded my interest in many different things that were beyond what you can call standard science.
Alright, give me one sec.
So it was because of my interest in indigenous teachings that I visited the United States for the first time. So that's a little bit my background, moving from science into, you can say, more story since I was a young age that I went to the United States to take my search for deeper understanding of tradition relevant, right? So when I did that in 1994, we came here in Sedona because everybody was talking about vortex, and I was already interested. I'm going to study that, and I combined that with my interest in ancient traditions. So who knows what the future adventure will be? Well, I had no clue. So after 10 days here, I ended up in the house of a woman quite a lot of crystals, and I was already very interested. Crystals had a lot, and bought a lot. More houses, you say crystal, and you get rattle in my house. So it was really nice to be there, and he saw my interest, and he said, I have a price for you. Go and sit in the chair and close your eyes. I don't know when somebody's
When
asking
someone
you
answers
how you
you,
feel, but I felt
people are going for BYU. That doesn't make sense, parasite. Word your stuff. Who is going for BYU or Colorado?
Believe it or not, half an hour solid was the thing that I was at a certain moment able to open my eyes because that was my first reaction. The crystal skull, this was a pretty reasonably carved skull. So you may understand that being a scientist, this big question came up, and how can a grown-up guy sitting sobbing for half an hour with something that he even don't know what it was? And that is how I started. So when I came back home in the Netherlands, I went on the computer, and I started searching. That's how I came for the first time across the legend. And the other thing that I wanted to do is, I wanted to have a crystal skull of myself. So the guy that I bought the crystals from, I asked him, 13 years he was into crystals. He had a direct connection with the mind
BYU is a whole different team. Coach.
What's this, in Brazil? And he had never heard of a crystal skull. But he was willing to ask for me, and nobody in Holland really knew about crystal skulls.
Game is going
And he asked the owner of the mine, he said, yeah, I know about crystal skulls.
There's your answer, parasite.
And so I ordered what is called a human-sized clear quartz crystal skull. And it took me 2 years to get Sam and a half or 2 different names to Sam
I personally don't watch football.
After 2 years, that
only watch my son playing football growing up.
Was mainly the interest that helped me to understand, because I was so interested in this.
Everybody drive like Dodo.
That according to the Mayan tradition, that there were originally 12 crystal skulls. Wow, was I curious about what this was. So that is how my journey started. That's how I started to know about it. And that's also, you can say, how my, somebody would say, my obsession. Of course, I will absolutely deny that. But we have over 250 skulls right now here in front of me in the room, where there's a permanent setup of our crystal skulls. So people come to meditate with. So we have meditation.
Okay, so that's very interesting. All right, so the Mayans talked about these crystal skulls. What did they say about them exactly? I mean, and who made them?
As you may know, as soon as it is about spiritual matters, you are not always ready for coming out of a protection. You know, and I understand their point of view, because you can say that the Raiders of the coming so much from that that there's a lot they don't want to talk about. So there's problems, you know, and I worked for quite a while. He passed away now, 100%, but quite through years actually with him.
You know, a signal would be nice. Have you ever heard of a turning signal?
And well, he admitted that the story, the Mayan group, was a large group, Central Mexico, 4,000 Central America, that they have different stories about that are more likely now. Well, there are a lot of stories that might have still quite some Christmas songs. And then also several of them have been taken away for whatever reason, whatever way, and they are in generally called the ancient. The ancient don't are not in the treatment that hundreds of thousands, millions of now that have been called recently. Now we are talking about skulls that you can like, and then it gets years, whether it's 10,000 of years. You know, it is every story has its validity or its
It's so weird.
so it is what you choose to see, but there is no doubt that some of those girls have been around for a long time. Now, almost immediately, most people connect with the original stuff. And it is because people like Edwin Casey have been talking about this interest about there's more something measure. That's why all
I just moved over like that.
Can be big a lot of solutions or not, it doesn't matter. It's all for all people. That is resources like computer science, little walking. So the ranking is actually all the 12 for itself. We're holding but we're holding that is that kind of like how we start that somewhere we need some information to make sure that you know our and our process is about knowing about more nowadays. And that's a rainy day all day to reconnect.
Weber State is ranked Utah's #1 university for return on investment by Utah Foundation. With programs designed for career growth and recognized by U.S. News and World Report, it's time to take the next step. Visit Weber.com. Weber State, where your education works as hard as you do.
Hi, Brad Strong here. Those holidays can be tough. For many, this season of the year also brings loneliness, grief, and stress. If you're someone you know is struggling, you're not alone. A simple gesture of support, whether it's a text, a call, or visit, can make all the difference. Reach out to those who might need help and let them know that they matter this season and every day. For resources, visit liveonutah.org. That's liveonutah.org. Spoken Strong. Hi, Brad Strong here with an important message from Live on Utah. As the new year approaches, why not make a resolution that's easy to keep and makes a big difference? Take the Live on Utah playbook. You'll learn how to help someone in crisis or struggling with thoughts of suicide. Plus, you can share this resolution with others, creating a community of support. To get started, visit liveonutah.org. That's liveonutah.org. Supported by the Strong Army.
Weber State is ranked Utah #1 university for return on investment by Utah. With programs designed by U.S. News and World Report, it's time to take the next step. Visit Weber.edu today. Weber State, where your education works as hard as you do.
Big news from Gunnison Valley Hospital. A brand new MRI clinic is now open and ready to serve you. A brand new MRI machine featuring cutting-edge technology and unique ambient lighting that creates a calming virtual environment to help you feel more comfortable and relaxed during your stay. Schedule your appointment today by calling 435-528-7246. Advanced care, innovative treatment. Only at Gunnison Valley Hospital.
Did you know that for around half of people living with generalized myasthenia gravis, or GMG, their disease remains uncontrolled, meaning they can experience debilitating chronic symptoms even if they're on treatment? While everyone living with GMG experiences their condition differently, most people suffer from muscle weakness and fatigue and can make even daily tasks extremely difficult. Some treatments can help these symptoms, however, they may not address any underlying causes of GMG. UCB believes in addressing the underlying cause of GMG. In fact, we've been committed to improving the health and well-being of people living with neurological conditions like GMG. Our work in GMG today is extension of our commitment to the community. Symptoms are not well controlled. You're trying to consider a different treatment. Ask your doctor about GMG treatment options. Visit UCB.GMG.com. That's UCB.GMG.com.
those photos? Who has those?
Everybody wants to have the answer on that correct. They'll be getting the first opinion. And I honor everybody's opinion because it does have a different point of view. And it's not about right or wrong because you cannot prove any of it. But in general, you can say that those that are confident in Christian cause, some people who are the caretakers of that place and who want to well, if you choose to believe that, no argument again. Because the only position is like
Worst time of year.
no doubt that some of the critical cells that are friendly to engaging are definitely not. So I honor that position. Absolutely, because these are critical cells that can't go one time.
Everybody stresses over nothing.
Feels that holds a lot of power there. Now, can you reasonably
let it rain.
Go to the state mountain,
Let it rain.
do you have knowledge to do that?
I don't see any snow, but just in the mountains.
But we are beginning to develop it because I'm not being other
where you see let it rain, let it rain, let it rain.
The same way that's why I'm so excited about this time and excited about things like this with scope, because every system now will protect you from one another. Not having all, but all the time.
Now, you also talk in the book, you also say in the book how you've heard that these skulls have some type of connection with the plants. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. You know, any indigenous religion will have to look at one side because many know that
When it rains, it looks like my good nights are gone. What do you mean, see blood on the window?
Now, I want to talk about those quotes because something strange happened to you while you were conducting research in this Sierra Retreats. Can you tell us about what happened to you there?
Well, you know, one of the, how shall I explain that? We can only expand when we are willing to open for possibilities other than what we already believe. If you hold on to our beliefs and you are fixed with that structure path, then you can say that walk up to the giving what I want, giving what I thought, well, we're now like rock. But for whatever reason, we because ourselves at the time. Science, I was hoping that I was that one. I often worried, because it's an infinite possibility beyond what reality is. So I have to focus myself for possibilities. And I committed to reality, open yourself to possibilities, and situations and experiences. That is what I decided to do. And with that, that's how much of my experience that blows my mind. And often I have no clue how to use it. But I take them all seriously. Not using them as that, every experience we have it, it is had no meaning. Depending how I explore, and something
That's a good way to look at it. I'll say that. Now, you want to tell us about some of this stuff? I mean, some strange things that have happened to you. I can only imagine. So, I mean, that's not surprising when you go around forums and things like that. So, tell us some things that you experienced at some of the places around the world where you look for these forums.
Because I was born in the Netherlands, I go right over there. And I was working with the Sedona area where I live, just outside drive. So I do a lot of research there, and I've done research in stuff. So, not too much South, not even South. I haven't done active research in what I noticed in all those research stuff is that everywhere what I call forehead are places where people present far more active so that is one. At the same time, you can go to situations like all of them. When you open yourself more, no creation will drive you out to understand what's going on. That is what helps the reason because that's often no separate. And if you go and think the portal, and unless I guide you in meditation, and then you walk through the experience. If you don't even meditate, very good. I cannot be wrong with it. Then, well, I'm working with them. They don't want other people that want. You cannot work with them. You cannot go to school or to college. How it's not. And then you open yourself, you are not willing. Also,
When you talk about these portals, are things coming? Is this an energy portal, or are these portals like taking you somewhere? Tell us about the portal itself.
Whenever energy moves between different systems, that energy makes a spiraling move. So we call that a portal. Well, flush your toilet, that is a good example, and you will see that you get a spiraling move. Yes, it turns around. If you look at a dust level, you know, for those who live in areas where they exist, you will see the spiral. You look at any form of a hurricane or whatever, it's always a spiraling move. And so does the whole galaxy that we live in. So the universe is full of spiraling movement because spiraling movement means movement on energy. And energy is the same as information, so actually you could say it's consciousness of information. Moving in a way through all systems in the universe that is far beyond our understanding. That means that if you look at places like, let's take it again, acupuncture point, because I think many people are familiar with acupuncture. Well, you can call an acupuncture point also a spin point because there's energy moving in and out in that particular spot, and it is important. If you talk about chakra means the wheel, which activates the vortex because it's energy moving in and out of it. If you look at Earth, there are lines on the Earth that are connected with information fields and the connection between them is vortex. So vortex is a very common thing. The portal is vortex. The difference is that the vortex as what we call it in that way, we refer to a system on Earth. And a portal is a connection between Earth and something outside of it. And that can be outside time, and then we call it a time-space construction, or going into other dimensions or whatever. And when it goes to another place, then we say it goes to, for example, time. That is what indigenous people have done for ages. The Chinagua that used to live here around from 750 to 1400 something, and then moved away and became one of the Hopi tribe. Those people made these tiny little ruins, which are rooms where they were doing their business class and their meditation, trying to get out from the ancestors. Everyone touches this portal. Because how can you talk to the ancestors if you don't know this place? And that is what the people will tell you here, that is what the people in Taiwan were telling us, and that is what the people in South America will tell you, and there are still traditions in Europe that survive the Inquisition from the church that will tell you. Go to certain places, learn to feel where the ancestors are talking to you. And when you go to these places, you know your portal. So once you're there, you're not moving through. That doesn't mean that there are not portals that can do that, because now we go into the complex, even scientific elements to that. When you are in a portal, there is a certain kind of energy, and your experience are depending on how much your system has resonated with and how much you can allow to come to your awareness. So for most people who are not aware, it's like another nice place. Interesting, you're going to ruin here, very beautiful, and especially in Sedona, also beautiful canyon, and people enjoy it. But that's not how you can connect. Connection with anything in your life. Even when you want to connect with another person, you have to make a choice that you connect with another person, or there is no connection with that person, right? And same is true for connecting with energy, or connecting with the crystal skull, or the crystal, or any object that has any, you can say, energy or power. It's a choice. And for the people in the past and the many generations of the present, that is a logical choice because that is how that tradition works. For us who are grown up in a modern world, we see that more as superstition and whatnot. Well, for me, it is no longer superstition. I have experience in those places. I have energies. And when you are truly sitting there, quiet in your mind, open yourself for those energies, you will get that experience. You will not move through this portal. I can explain why it is. There's a clear explanation for that, but it is you begin to receive and perceive information, images. But then again, it's a choice to do that. And for most people, they are too restless, they don't want to sit there, or they even don't care, which is very understandable because everybody thinks that it's choice.
Big news from Gunnison Valley Hospital. Our brand new MRI wing is now open and ready to serve you. Experience the future of medical imaging with our brand new MRI machine, featuring cutting-edge technology and unique ambient lighting that creates a to help you during your scan. Schedule your appointment today by calling 435-528-7246. Advanced care, innovative comfort. Only at Gunnison Valley Hospital.
The holidays are here again, and this season of giving, Verizon is offering 3 lines for the price of 2, which is less than $29 per line per month. So now you can feel a little more generous. Like if you want to bring your great aunt Stacy onto the plan,
Me?
your roommate, or your new sister-in-law Teresa. This winter, bringing 3 phones to get 3 lines for the price of 2 on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees.
It's like getting a third line for free.
What she said. All you have to do is swing by your local Salt Lake City Verizon store. Talk about a holiday miracle. Happy giving and happy saving. From all of us here at Verizon. $35 monthly promo credits apply over 36 months with 3 new lines for unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Big news from Gunnison Valley Hospital. A brand new MRI wing is now open and ready to serve you. Featuring cutting-edge technology and unique ambient lighting that creates a clean, virtual environment to help you be more comfortable and relaxed during your scan. Schedule your appointment today by calling 435-528-7246. Advanced care, innovative care.
The holidays are here again, and this season of giving, Verizon is offering 3 lines for the price of 2, which is less than $29 per line per month. So now you can feel a little more generous. Like if you want to bring your great aunt Stacy onto the plan,
Me?
your roommate Kevin,
Heck yeah.
or your new sister-in-law Teresa. This winter, bringing 3 phones to get 3 lines for the price of 2 on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees.
It's like getting a third line for free.
What she said. All you have to do is swing by your local Salt Lake City Verizon store. Talk about a holiday miracle. Happy giving. Happy saving. From all of us here at Verizon. $35 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with 3 new lines for unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
All right, now special guest tonight is Dr. Leah
the other way. To avoid all this. Boo.
Let me ask you about your visit to see the British skull. You talked about how it could have been a model for Mitchell Hedges' skull because they were so similar. Can you tell me about your visit and what you found out?
Oh yeah. So when I started my journey of exploration, and I mentioned already that it was
We're to a stop on the freeway.
the only one that was nearby, all the others were in my state. There was the British Museum and there was one of the Paris. Well, the Paris Museum was not going to get permission to visit it for whatever reason they had at the time. But the British Museum stall was in this place. So I went with my wife there. I didn't expect much because by that time I realized that emotional experience was more like
You can see better when everyone's going slow.
well, look at
But when everyone's going
this
fast.
more than just staying there. Triggered enough to get me on my journey. So initially I didn't get such strong experience. So I was so curious, so we went one day to London. And I was actually quite impressed. You know, I know that the skull is not an old skull, absolutely, because they have already there's something, it's old, but it is not one of those ancient skulls that are old. And yes, because of the similarity to the leaf was a copy of the skull that was at that time the most common skull. And when I was in that museum, you know, there was just a cage, a glass cage with skulls displayed in. And we had hours to spend outside.
I'm gonna keep going because I'm being nosy.
Where did that come from? Because that I was aware that not an ancient culture. We all that information. So one after the other, I saw the flowers grow for possibilities totally unexpected. And normally I don't at that time I didn't think so much. So almost overwhelmed. So after about 3-4 hours I was
Don't put a signal.
so much
I won't.
impression. And I completely off my dollar. I had no really not. Because it was not common for me in the first place. And secondly, at least not that common. Secondly, it was almost much.
Come on, go.
It took me weeks to process. To begin to get understanding and a lot of meditation and to begin research but known of it, but other people's experiences. It was very crucial for my deeper understanding. You know, I think most people have heard of our collective collective consciousness. This is the all these
Somebody's going too fast. Alright, now it's over. It's funny how everyone stops with that. We're back on track. Guys need to slow You're bigger than me.
Okay, so you mean like even the contemporary scrolls made today are connected to this collective crystal field intelligence?
Yes, you know, I mean, it's actually definitely So if you are willing to train your brain to do that, you will begin to see that the crystal and the crystal made from the same material do not have the same energy. Some things happen when you carve it stone. When you carve it into any other form, and you cannot actually do the same. That is that. So, ancient people who carved the stone must have done something that brought them. They were far more advanced people could have legend of the story. That they can create a monster that energy that those come later, like for users of what is called what is of the shape and this I will never tell people this is how it is. I'm just saying, this is what certain group of people actually do. That's so embrace it. It's not.
Now, some have claimed to channel messages from these skulls. Has anyone shared with you what these messages are exactly?
Oh, yeah, there is a book written about it. Yes, so with channeling the messages. I hear a lot of stories, and I've been a lot of 6 different I co-organized with a lot of testimonies, so really involved in that a lot of people. I've always been very fascinated with different communities. But this is an unknown territory as we said earlier. So what is wonderful is people openly share and learn from them. Again, not to blindly accept, but simply to challenge yourself a little bit. Am I resonating with it? Am I willing to go a little bit beyond my comfort zone and believe that that is why it's such a challenge. And I do hear stories of people with Christian skulls and they skulls that I've heard some of them, and I hope that people forgive me. Some of them are hoping, some of them are not. But it is not easy to learn the difference. You don't have to believe that it's different. So I only suggest that when a person is challenge in general, you always be careful. If you resonate with this mind, then if you don't resonate with it, don't. And that is also what comes from Christian. Some people say that I am channeling Christian souls. I say, no, I don't. I can visit Christian souls, I can see information, and I'm ready to share that. But I will absolutely not say that the soul is telling me I said, due to my developing and limited trust, developing ability, I can repeat certain things that I can speak in this way and share.
You said you received a lot of images and things like that when you were looking at the British skull. Can you tell us what some of those images are?
Well, interestingly later, I got new images in really tough stuff. Because in that moment I didn't know that the images were not actually from the skull, but it was actually, you could say, me receiving something that I had protected in the skull, and I didn't skull chosen. It's nothing more than my mind creating the image to help me understand what I was receiving at that moment. So that's the way it all looked at the skull. Now the interesting thing of that one was, I had difficulty getting it out, because there was so much light. And that was for me, one of the most beautiful moments that you could say willing to explore more. Because one thing I've promised myself, never to dismiss anything that I see. I may not understand it, I may not know what to do with it, but I will never dismiss it. So when I saw that, and I saw the light, my interpretation of that moment, and later, I should say later, but shortly after that was, if you truly, truly can see the full potential of those
made it,
they will radiate out light, because then you can see what some people would call the aura, the energy field around them. And those original skulls have a very high vibration, so of course you know that now everything radiates out light, everything radiates out photons, and nowadays you can even photograph it. So I'm not telling anything mystical again, I'm telling practical things. And that light that we radiate out is a consequence of the activity within us. So we radiate it out, that means we also need to take it in. So that means we are actually being light, even though our light is dim, so to speak, right? Still, you radiate photons out. Not too much, because then it's not healthy. If you radiate too much, you're losing light.
It's pretty sad when you look across the street on the
billboard
over
you
there.
can even, there are now detection systems that even medically, I tell you, when you are radiating out in certain organs too much, you can get organs have certain
That
disease.
just reminds me of work.
So plants radiate it out and plants absorb it. It's their role to absorb it, hold it, and that's why, live food is so important, because then we take in literally life. Yeah.
Big news from Gunnison Valley Hospital. Our brand new MRI wing is now open and ready to serve you.
Why is he knocking on my window?
Brand new MRI machine featuring cutting-edge technology and unique ambient lighting that creates a calming virtual environment to help you feel more comfortable and relaxed during your scan. Schedule your appointment today by calling 435-528-7246. Advanced care, innovative comfort. Only at Gunnison Valley
Bye. See
The
you
holidays are
next
here again,
time.
and this
See you at the next live.